Hello, and welcome to the first part of this video review for this zoo-themed toy storage thing. Basically, just wanted to show you guys what was in here, how it came. It is a lot of wood. It was actually kind of heavy. I was really kind of excited in that sense, except I'd actually gotten a not anywhere near as nice as this sort of corner piece for toys, and it had basically string that was for the vertical posts that were interior. So as you can see, like right there, those like individual things that are in there are this stuff, which is this elastic cord. And I don't like that, but let's see. I'll see. I'm gonna not pass judgment on this one. As the little corner thing that goes on a wall, not like this, that used a similar sort of string thing. The string wasn't as good a quality. This is some nice elastic stuff, and it definitely did not have a really nice wood frame like this has. So let's see. I get it. The elastic thing can help with like balls and stuffed animals popping out, but it does make it susceptible to breakage, and we'll see how it looks when it's done. So I'm not going to pass judgment just yet. I'm not going to bore you guys with like accelerated assembly or anything like that. It looks like it's straight ahead. Just put these together, form a rectangular tower, and I'll basically time how long it takes me, and I'll get back to you guys with the final product and some final thoughts. Hey, I just wanted to point out I had a quick installation. Ooh, sorry about that. So one of these packs has this sticker on it that's a little confusing. The installation of 2 bars is 2 pieces of base plate. Please separate from other parts. So this are the base plates, and what makes them different than the other ones are these little holes, and then you have these bars that are going to be going across them that go in with wood screws with Phillips top. And they do provide a little tiny Phillips screwdriver that I'm not going to be using, unfortunately, or fortunately. And the other thing to note, and this is something that they don't point this out in the instructions, so you might want to keep this in mind, is that this is for the base. So there's 4 of these with these sort of pads on them to help, and then there's 4 of them with these, and that's the top. So just make sure to use the ones with the pads on the bottom with these bars that have the pre-drilled screw holes, so that these are on the bottom. And that's all. I will be back with the final product. Hey, how's it going, folks? Just another little installation. I've been doing this, if you can see, with the football game on the background. As you're pulling this string through, it's not a bad idea to pull it as you're feeding it through to get rid of the slack in each of these things. These wires or strings or whatever you want to call them. And that way, when you get to the bottom, because I've just been double knotting them, and that's what they suggested. So there's a little double knot, if you can see. And so if you keep feeding the slack out, when you get to this last one, you're going to have a good amount of space to do the double knot after you feed it through that last little hole. So on the first one, I didn't do that. So when I got to the bottom, I didn't have a lot of slack. And then I realized that if I pull out the slack as I'm feeding it through, I'm going to have the maximum amount of string, whatever you want to call this, to elastic string, to be able to have that last double knot. Anyways, almost done. Taking a while, but it looks nice. Anyways, be back. Welcome back to the video review for this RZU toy storage bin. So, as you can see, I put some things on the bottom. You can just stack things along the top. So it's actually one of the things I don't like about this. That, like, as the child grows up, or in general, it'd be nice to have like a little option of having some slats along there, or some of that stretchy string as well, so that you can have compartmentalized storage. So you're just not stacking a bunch of things on top of each other. But let's see if I can just lower this down a little bit. And but it is kind of nice. For one thing, it keeps things organized. But for another thing, you know, it's just really like becomes easy to hold things in. But then, you know, you can just pull them through the string too. That's on all four sides. And even something larger like this bunny rabbit can come through pretty easily. So that's kind of nice. But once again, you know, like just having the option of having something that you can either add if you wanted to, or like having some string around there, or having some of these slats that they had on the bottom, have them that you can have as an option as well, that you can add it either right away or later on. Besides from that, I really love the wood. I love the curved edges and such that allow you to have something that a child can't necessarily run into, or anybody for that matter, and get hurt on too easily. So that's a nice little function. I do like that they're wood. They're not. It's nice smooth wood as well. There's no splinters or anything. In general, it's a good quality piece. And as I said, the only complaint, I wish they had slats so you can compartmentalize them, or even just string or something. Besides from that, very good product. It took about 35 minutes to put together, which isn't too bad. And in general, I'm very happy with it. Thank you so much. Hope this helped.